Welcome to another game from round 1 of the IMBA Cup and Supreme Commander Forge Alliance. In this one we got Kola Colin going with Cybern. You can see he's going to go straight for the Hydra. Looks like one P-Gen. Actually no P-Gens now. Yeah, so if you've been playing ranked or been around tourneys in this game, you probably know Kola, very good player. And he's taking on Karottenrambo's UEF, who qualified for this one, but also a really good player. So UEF on Cybern on this map should get some good action. You can see early on, no air yet, both going ground, and 2 P-Gens for Rambo versus Hydro for Kola. Actually, we're seeing second air plans for Kola. So Cybern with those gestures could be very effective. To remind people, we do have a couple mass chunks in the middle. Those are always nice. We're actually seeing Rambo going after the Hydra with the ACU. And it looks like an NG is going to be expanding down. And another NG going to the middle. Here comes the Hydra. Second ground for Kola now. He did change a few things. And here come the scouts, also an NG going to the middle for Kola, and some actually a whole bunch of mech marines from Rambo. Looks like after the first 3 NGs it was 100% mech marines and scouts. Second ground for Rambo, he is going with using his ACU. And you can see here it's a Hydra plus 4 P-Gens for Kola, and then land. And actually in the middle we're going to have 2 NGs. Get here at 240. You can see Rambo a little faster, and here comes Hunter versus Mech Marines. The Mech Marines with numbers win. And also expansion to the bottom here from Rambo. Might run into a few Hunters. And the NG reclaiming for Kola gets taken out by the Mech Marines. For whatever reason, here's yeah, it must be an overflow of mass for Rambo. He really wants to protect that NG. And it looks like he's running away. You really want to keep these back to protect the NG. And now we're seeing the bomber at minute 3:30. First bomber for Kola. Absolutely no air for Rambo so far. He's just spamming ground. And you can see the ACU for Rambo expanding to the top right. He's getting the factory along the way as well. And actually there goes, yeah, the Manti take out the Senji. Even though that early advantage didn't really pay off, these Mech Marines are not very well used by Rambo, so it kind of gave the middle away after the initial advantage. Now we see expanding NG from Kola gets taken out by a very nice team of Mech Marines here, and the bombers from Kola continue to taking out some power storage. You see no more production of power. So multiple kills, and 2 more bombers actually. This is a 3-kill bomber from Kola, and really going after the power. Interesting to see the ACU now. Yeah, ACU from Kola going to the middle. This mass chunk's basically halfway. It still has a whole bunch of mass. So Kola is going to get probably even more mass from the middle than Rambo. But a very nice bombing campaign here from Kola, forcing Rambo to make quite a bit of flak and actually shutting down his power production. But in terms of map control early on, it looks like Rambo does have the advantage with a pretty massive Mech Marine force here. But the bombing continues, and looks like power is still the target. But quite a bit of flak, so these bombers don't get more than 1 pass. The middle is taken by Kola, and now we can see the Mech Marines retreating for Rambo. And this is a pretty massive Mantis force. And Mantis versus Marines are pretty effective, especially in large numbers. Mech Marines are effective 1v1, 2v2 with the proper micro. But now with these types of size forces, the Manti are going to win with their superior health. It appears that Kola is retreating with his ACU to the bottom base, and now we're seeing in terms of map control getting very even. Maybe a slight advantage for Rambo with these 4 massive structures, but the middle does belong to Kola, and we still have a fight here that looks like Kola just won a full retreat from Rambo. He's got 100% Mech Marines here. And yeah, this will be a very bad situation. The mech marines are running into their death against these manti. Not a good move, but actually this force is split. More bombers from Kola. Absolutely no air from Rambo so far. That probably is a mistake. And now you can see the ACU from Rambo going to the middle, capturing more mass spots for himself. But it looks like the bottom left is going to belong to Kola now. But still, it looks like ACU supported by a bunch of mech marines. Rambo gaining some more mass extractors. So bombers and manti from Kola and mech marines from Rambo so far. And yeah, now we are seeing some strikers coming out for Rambo and air here at minute 8. And if you look in terms of power, very low for Rambo so far this game. So if we look at here in minute 9, so there are some power problems for Rambo, and he's a reclaimed 2,000 mass versus Kola. No power problems, and actually nearly 7,000. Huge advantage for Kola in terms of how much mass he reclaimed. So we really gotta say Rambo did not take advantage of that early victory that he had in the middle. And here we're seeing manti versus mech marines. There are some strikers in here as well, and pretty even numbers actually, but it looks like Rambo will be forced to retreat. And here we're actually seeing Rambo versus, and Kola definitely has the gun in his ACU here. Very dangerous for Rambo. And that's another bad thing about mech marines. If you're going to fight an ACU with mech marines, you're just going to feed that ACU with a lot of kills here. It would add 16 kills for Rambo, 11 for Kola. And you can see these manti just pushing through, and the forces for Rambo just melt away. Just not enough health on those mech marines. And actually we see map control slipping away from Rambo here on top. Some problems. These bombers from Kola have been very deadly the entire game. You see them targeting this PD. Actually hunters coming out for Kola now as well. And that PD's got 37 kills. Oh my god, this is... I gotta look at this PD again. 42 kills. This got to be one of the deadliest PDs in the history of this game. Some nice raiding here from Rambo, but most likely will get taken out. Good bombing, and really outnumbered. Map control definitely now in favor of Kola. He has taken the middle, and he is about to put up a real challenge here on top. And the bottom, actually no, this is still a pretty even fight in terms of map control. Although no, now we see Rambo thinking about attacking the bottom left, but not pulling back. And an NG raider directly in the middle of the map for Kola. That's always a good situation to be in. And a pretty massive force now going into the top. It appears that Rambo is going to lose this top expansion base. You can see it's a mixture of hunters and a few manti. And now we can definitely see Rambo basically just has his initial base, and has now completely switched from mech marines to strikers. And here we see Rambo actually got the gun upgrade on his ACU. 26 kills. And a push back from Rambo. Perhaps this force is going to be trapped. Looks like it is going to be trapped between two forces from Kola. That's just going to be decimation. Yes, now we're seeing... Actually now bombers, and it looks like air has been taken by Rambo. But this could be a little too late. Rambo is taking over the top right once again now with his ACU. But these are massive numbers of hunters moving into Rambo's base, trying to get in, but this choke point is going to be a lot of death for those hunters. So pretty good defense here packing. Actually we see in T2 ground from here we got this factory from Rambo. So T2 versus hunters is definitely going to be an advantage for Rambo. And here comes the ACU from Kola. And you can see this is a pretty large stream of hunters. A very nice spam. You can see this motion from Kola. It's a very nice fighting force. He's trying to take this with numbers, and a lot of death going on here. It's a lot of death. But now Kola is going to move in with his ACU with 14 kills. And now it looks like 42 kills for Rambo. He's going back into the middle. He's going to try to protect his base, but now Cola with his ACU takes this choke point, and now the hunters can start flowing into Rambo's base, killing NGs and power and factories. It's going to be a bad situation. 21 kills for one of those pillars, but it's just been taken out. And here comes Rambo. He's going to try to get to this choke point, perhaps trap Cola in his base. But this spam from Cola, you can see here, is just too epic. Not enough production for Rambo to really do anything. And Cola's ACO at 46 kills, standing directly in the middle of the base, actually getting hit by a PD here. And if Cola goes down, he's at 6,000 health. You can see the ACU from Rambo. It's surrounded by hunters. This would be a very bad way to go. Hunters not just get 80 kills. Shouldn't get killed by hunters. And actually, this could be a bad situation for Cola. Be a very bad situation for Cola, but perhaps not. Now we can see 100 kills. If Rambo just focused on shooting, and now Cola goes down to extremely close there. And actually, this is a draw. Both ACUs have died, but it appears, based on the comments, Rambo has submitted this was a win for Cola, and that's in terms of what has happened in this game is probably true. So it's nice of Rambo to do that.